Hey guys, how's it going? It's Power Gaming 8590 here, and today we're going to be checking out a new verified creation called Fusion Core Recharger by SKK Mods. So what this one does is it does add in a Fusion Core Recharger that you can build in your settlements to recharge used Fusion cores. So this one does cost 100 credits, so it's not super expensive, and it does exactly as it says. You can craft a Fusion Core Recharger. I do believe it is under Miscellaneous in Power, Fusion Core Recharger. So as we are placing this down here, do feel free to leave a like, a comment, and a subscribe. I do appreciate it. We are approaching 400 subscribers, which is awesome, and I would like to hit that goal soon. But we now have the Fusion Core Charger placed down. Only comes with one variant, so it's just this one here. And we'll go ahead, we'll back out, and we're going to go ahead and turn off God mode for now and jump into our suit of power armor. And we're going to run around Sanctuary real quick. We're going to wear down the Fusion Core, and then we're going to go ahead and try to place it in the Recharger. Now, while we're walking and / running around Sanctuary, it does take up to 12 hours to charge a completely empty Fusion Core. With certain perks, you can, instead of losing a Fusion Core when it completely runs out, it will instead add a miscellaneous item in your inventory that is just a 0% Fusion Core that you can plug in to recharge. So that's basically the details on it. This is available right out the get-go, so you can build this as soon as you leave the vault. Your character just inherently knows how to make it. And if I'm going to be completely honest, from my initial thoughts on it, I don't entirely know who this mod is for, because Fusion Cores are rather common in Fallout 4. But that's just me. I know of, at least starting out at the very beginning of a game, there is a Fusion Core underneath Red Rocket. I don't know what that flickering was. Anyways, there's a Fusion Core in the Museum of Freedom, right here. And I do believe there is one in Robotics Disposal Ground as well. Man, there's that flickering again. I don't know what's going on with that. Anyways, but there's at least 3 or 4 Fusion Cores you can pick up pretty early on. And once you get those, as long as you're wise with them, they will last you long enough to get to Diamond City, and from there you can do a bunch of miscellaneous quests to get caps. Now we have managed to get our Fusion Core down to about 70% charge. Well, probably closer to 75%, but you get the point. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to take that Fusion Core and just verify 78%. Now we can come over here to the Fusion Core Charger. It does not require any power hookup, and you just click use, and as you see it says Fusion Core ready in 12 hours. So let's go, we'll sit down here, we'll wait an hour or two, and we'll see if we're able to pick it up early. I did not make any note, and I don't know why I just stood up right away. Don't ask me, I don't know what I'm doing. But we'll go ahead, we'll sit back down, we're going to wait 2 hours, and see what it says when we go to pick it up. So it should say that it requires a little bit of time. Charging. Fusion Core ready in 9.8 hours. So it does track down to the 10th of an hour. So let's sit down and stare at this empty house for the next 10 hours. Because that's a reasonable thing a person would do, is stare at an empty house for 10 hours. Because why not? Alright, so now that it is night, our Fusion Core should be ready to be picked up. And Fusion Core Charger, 1 Fusion Core. And let's come on over and wait, okay, so it might be slightly bugged, because this is the Fusion Core we put in. And we did have 2,499 fusion cores. Well, now we have 2,500, but we still have the half-charged one. That doesn't make any sense. Can I... Fusion core ready in 12 hours. Okay, let's try this again. Wait, I think this might not necessarily have been a bug. I think I figured out what it is. So, remember how at the beginning of the video I was telling you about the miscellaneous item you can get that adds the 0% fusion cores? I added a couple of those to my inventory to show you how it works. And apparently that is what it is picking up. So we are going to come over here and we are going to stick them. Fusion core 0%. Yeah, that's exact. We're going to stick those there. And now we're going to try sticking the one in that is actually used. Maybe. That's not doing anything. Strange. Let's go try waiting an hour and go from there. Maybe it just needs a minute to think. Wait 1 hour. Lots of waiting in this one. Okay, so it does not seem to want to go. So we have... We'll do this. We'll scrap it. We'll try rebuilding one, since I did mess with it by shortcutting the 0% fusion core. Fusion core recharger, 999. There we go. And let's see. Now I got a pop-up. Okay, so we have this. Let's go for a quick jog just to get it down. Again, I think I might have just been impatient and deleted it. It's because our brains are all cooked from short-form content and media. Whatever. Let's go for a quick jog around the cul-de-sac. That should be enough to lower our fusion core a little bit to test out the recharger. Maybe. Possibly, perhaps. Whatever. I guess we're going to need to run down to the other end of Sanctuary and back again. Oh wait, we didn't turn off God mode, that's why. No wonder why it wasn't moving. That's what I get for cheesing the build requirements. There we go, now we're moving down. Since there's a random ball coming down, might as well shoot it. Don't see why not. Okay, so we've gotten our fusion core down a little bit. Not a lot, but enough to test. So let's get out of our power armor and take that fusion core. It's at 91%. Let's activate. Alright, so we have activated it. And nothing. Weird. I cannot use this while in combat. What is attacking me? There, go away. Was that my problem? Was I in combat? Alright, that doesn't seem to be doing anything. Did it take it from our inventory? I have no fusion cores in my inventory. Fusion core ready in 1 hour. Okay, so it's just really delayed. So if you do put a non-zero fusion core in, it is very delayed. There's my fusion cores. So keep that in mind. It does look like it scales with how much is remaining in it, like in the fusion core. But we'll go ahead, we'll wait 2 hours, and then we'll head back out and check it. So let's come out, we'll activate it. One fully charged fusion core is added back in. So yeah, it does what it's supposed to do. It works. Now, the nuclear physicist messes with it a little bit and gives you special upgrades and stuff that can work on this, as well as the perk that lets you eject the fusion core out the back of the power armor. But that is what I was able to find. But that is the mod. What do I think of this? I truthfully don't know who this is for. I never really find myself low on fusion cores, and if I am low, somehow I just go to the Pridwin and buy them, or go to Diamond City and buy them, or go to the Nuke World Market and buy them. You get the point. They're not super hard, especially if you get Scrounger and pair it with some higher luck. You can find 4 fusion cores in quite a bit, and especially if you take the fusion core perk. For $1, I mean, I guess it's not a rip-off. It gives you a function, although it is just a nuclear... It's just a reskin of the one generator with the text core charger put on it, which is kind of lazy, if you ask me, but what do I know? I don't really make mods. I just play them and review them primarily. So, that's what I think. I'm going to give this one probably a 3 out of 10. I just don't know who this is for and what the purpose of this is. But anyways, if you did enjoy the video, do feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you would want to see me cover next, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.